Hello and thank you to anybody for clicking on this video. This is going to be an incredibly unbiased review by me. And yeah, that's how you immediately know it's going to be good. Um, Really, my idea for this video, I just had it like 10 minutes ago actually. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Anybody that clicks on this video, just watch it, please. I'm gonna be a, I am gonna exaggerate. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna exaggerate, but I'm gonna tell you the worst things I think are a feature of this game that either should are just bad, removed with very little explanation or very bad explanation. And I just want to hear the community's thoughts, honestly. And I want to see how many people click on this video and actually do what I want them to do. So let's start off with pilot customization, right? Right? There's not enough tacticals. And honestly, I don't even think that one's controversial. There's just not. And yeah, I mean that's about it. There's just not enough. I mean, frag grenades are useless, art grenades are eh. Gravity stars are cringe. Fire star is broken. Electric smoke grenade, I don't even know who uses that. And satchels, I barely see anybody that uses that. So, okay, this is an actual complaint. This is an actual complaint by me. Okay, so let's be real. Everyone, be honest. These camos suck. Like I like blue. That's okay, right? Like that's okay. Don't get me wrong. But if I spend however long, right, grinding out a gun, because like what is it? What? Yeah, okay. If I grind out this gun and get it to prestige 10, G10, whatever, this is the camo I get for it. Like it barely looks different than stock. Like it's not good enough. It's not even like that pure black, like the scientifically purest black that looks like a void. Like if it was that, that'd be sort of cool, honestly, but it's not. It's just like a slightly darker version of factory issue, and that's really lame. Let's be real. That sucks. So let's get on to weapons. ARs, honestly, they're all right. No one uses these two, so and then everyone uses these three, so there's not much to say there. SMGs are cringe. Every single one of these is cringe. The car is busted, and the other three are okay. But anyone that uses the car, anybody that uses the car is cringe. Light machine guns, uh, I mean, I don't even see anybody uses the devotion. The other two are cringe. Snipers. Okay, actually, let's be a little smart about this. Instead of just saying cringe, the biggest problem I have with the weapons in this game in general is there's not enough variety. Each weapon feels unique and it's good. Don't get me wrong. Also, I think the complete tangent. I think this video idea is really funny because I just made a video called, and yes, this is sort of a shout out, but I just thought it was funny. I just made a video called Titanfall 2 is perfect, and I really like immediately backing it up with the worst things about Titanfall. I think that's really funny. But there's not enough variety here. Like, two of the ARs are basically the same. The SMGs, I mean, sure. There's 3 LMGs and 3 snipers and 2 shotguns. You have a spam shotgun and like a slow shooting whatever. Where's the fully auto shotgun? Where's the double barrel? Where's the anything? And the attachments. They're so limited, and honestly, my biggest complaint isn't how balanced they are, because honestly for this game I feel they're really balanced. It's just in other games when you unlock attachments, it feels like you can really customize the gun to fit your taste and to make it almost seem like a different gun. You don't have that option in this game. There's not enough variety here or uniqueness to these attachments that make the weapons feel any different. Like me slapping on a scope doesn't make the G7 feel like not like a G7. It's not like I could put like a short barrel on it, or I don't know, a double tap mod. I don't know, something. Like there's just not uniqueness there, and I would really like to see that in whatever future this game holds. Also, another tangent, and I don't know why I'm just like blown out of my mind right now, and why I'm just like and just like talking out of my butt. Another part of this video is just to say a lot of these things are things I would like to see improvements on or extensions on in future installations, such as Titanfall 3, if it is real. Like I think it is, and I promise that's not copium. I promise, please don't let it be copium. I mean, the same thing with the anti-Titan and pistol weapons. There's just not enough variety here. Like there's 4 anti-Titan weapons and 3 pistols. Like that's just not enough. The perks, the kits, I mean, the kits I actually really like. Wish there was a little more variety. Of course, with a lot of this game, I just wish there was more variety. But the kits and the kits I really like. The executions I really like. Again, my main complaints is not enough weapons, and honestly, the camos just aren't very rewarding. Ooh, ooh. I think I've said this before by now. I don't know yet. I like the Titans. I know it's a little controversial. I like the unique Titan classes, right? Because each of these classes handles differently and uniquely. And I really like that. However, none of these Titans have that much customization. Like me, like, okay, Titan kits, like in the specific, whatever. That doesn't change how it plays at all. Like me starting with 20% or automatically ejecting or an extra dash or a reduced dash, that doesn't fundamentally change how the Titan feels like almost at all. Like it does improve it and it does help slightly scooch the Titans, as I'll call it, closer to your personal playstyle, but it doesn't give it that oomph. It doesn't give it that uniqueness, right? So in Titanfall 1, you as everyone knows, you had the different body types, the small, medium, and large, and then you could put any weapon on any body type and this and that. I really like that. And then like I remember like a lot of the weapons, had they had like challenges you could do to get like an attachment that would like fundamentally change how the weapon worked. And the only one I can remember, the only one I could remember is probably unarguably the worst Titan weapon. It was called the Triple Threat, right? And it sort of looked like the Ronin's lead wall here, but it was a grenade launcher, right? It shot 3 roly-poly grenades that would explode after delay. And because it had delay and this and that, and it honestly didn't even hit that hard, it was really bad. However, if you got so many kills with it, you could change those roly-poly stupid grenades to magnetic mines that you could either trap around doorways or just spam at a Titan and they would stick to it so it actually did damage. That was like such a good mechanic, and everyone misses it. It can't just be me. I really wish, like, I like the unique classes. I hope that stays. I like it. Because each Titan feels completely unique and plays in its own unique way. I just wish, for one, something simple that I wish was here. What if each Titan had a second weapon that you could choose from? Not 2 weapons that you could swap from, but like let's say just instead of the splitter rifle here, there's a second option that you would get like maybe once you prestige the Titan once. Something like that. And then like let's take it even a step further, and what if the weapons would even just have like a couple attachments, like I don't know, increased fire rate for lower damage, or just like something, I don't know, just something, right? Just simple attachments. I'm not even asking for like a full rework or whatever. Just something, a little pizzazz, a little spice, That would have been so nice because all these Titans are so fun, and the only one that I could say really feels like it's customizable is the one that didn't even come with the launch of the game, the Monarch. This is everyone's favorite Titan. Like there's not going to be a lobby that you go into where not half of the players are using Monarch. It doesn't matter what map it is universally probably everyone's favorite Titan. And you want to know why? You want to know why it's everyone's favorite Titan? It's because you actually get choices with your core upgrades, and they actually make it feel different. You actually get to like change, like based off of which ones you pick, it changes your playstyle drastically. Like this one gives them the health bar of like Legion or Scorch, and it makes them, not have weak points. And then like the Monarch kits, being able to repair out of the Doom state, or core meters earn 10% faster and you still battery on execute. Like it actually changes how you play it. It's not going to be like, oh, Legion, smart core lasts longer, more ammo capacity, the shield blocks twice as much damage. That doesn't change how you play Legion. You're still going to be sitting there not being able to move because you're Legion and you can barely move across the map in the span of the whole like timer of the game or whatever. Like it takes you 20 minutes to get from point A to B, right? You're gonna be sitting there barricaded up with your shield no matter what you put on them. It doesn't matter if I put turbo engine, overcore counter, it doesn't matter what I put on them. I'm gonna be sitting there peeking corners with my long range minigun out, and I'm just gonna be shredding people. And that's how all these work. But that's not how Monarch works. It depends. Like, you might stay back more if you have arc rounds, or you might be. I mean, nobody uses energy transfer. Let's be real. But I mean, you could potentially be like a good teammate and be like a medic of sorts. That's unique, right? You could rely on your rockets more, and with reload and stuff. You could just like go around spamming rockets and be like a mid to close range instead. Like there's just differences there, and it feels so much more unique, and that's why it's everyone's favorite. Why isn't every Titan like that? Like why doesn't every Titan have a different option for either its main weapon or heck even its core ability? Just something, right? Like I understand they put so much time and effort into these, and I love them. I love each one of them in their own right. Why couldn't they just like one step further. One one step further, and it could have been even more perfect. It could have been even more perfect. And I might just be off my rocker. Maybe no one agrees with me. I don't care. I want to see what you guys said. That's the whole point of the video. I want to see what you guys say in the comments. And I'll make another video directly responding to the comments in this video if there's enough of them, and hopefully there's enough of them. That's all I'm asking. Boost. Do any of these feel impactful? Or is it just me? Do any of these feel impactful to the game or really yourself? Like, I guess the battery of being able to shield your Titan and like start with its core ability and stuff a little more, that sort of feels impactful. I guess. Amped weapons are probably going to die before you make too much of a use out of it. Ticks, I mean, if anybody with a brain sees them, they're going to kill it before it gets anywhere near them. The sentry turrets are a joke. They're, like, at most you're getting 1 or 2 kills with that before somebody learns where it is and kills it. This is map hack. This is like the worst version of a UAV I've ever seen. Like, you get like 3 seconds of like temporary x-ray vision, but like it barely functions for you to even see the players, especially like it's really hard to tell the difference between like grunt and pilot other than the way they move, especially if you're further away. And it only lasts like 10 seconds. Like, it doesn't, just doesn't help. Radar jammer, I mean, maybe. But honestly, let's be real. Most people react by not the map, but by sound and sight. So, like, it doesn't matter if you scramble the radar in this game as much. Smart pistol, no. I've never even seen anybody use this. Phase rewind, I don't even know if I've seen anybody use that either. Decoys, maybe. And dice roll, I mean, whatever. But none of these are impactful. Like, none of these feel rewarding. Like, they're just something extra you get while working your way to your Titan. But none of them feel like anything. You just get them and you're like, oh, I got it, time to use it. And you just immediately burn through it because you know it's not gonna change the game for your team in your favor. It's not gonna like come in clutch in any way. They're just there. Like, honestly, I don't know how to fix this, but like, okay, banners, patches, factions, stats. I mean, stats is personal. You guys can't see that. I mean, some of these are good, some of these are bad. I mean, that's all I can really say. And I mean, and the only thing I can really compare this to is like Call of Duty banners and patches and stuff. Call of Duty just did it better. I'm sorry. Like, some of these are good, some of these are bad. There's no customization here. And I mean, the patches are like sort of even worse, honestly. These are really bruh. Because it's not like COD where you could make your own, and like get creative with it, even though I remember especially who here remembers back in like Black Ops 2, maybe Black Ops 1 era, when they had that customization and people would just be making like, let's be real, boobs, PPs, bad words. Like, of course, I don't really want that again, as funny as that sort of is. These aren't very expressive. That's my main issue. Rather than how good they look or bad, they're not very expressive. Like, they don't, what's the right word here? They don't feel like, they're not rewarding. You didn't get them from some kind of grind that shows the kind of player you are. No one really looks at your banner and patch. Like, they're not really there. And factions, I mean, doesn't that just change who talks to you when you drop in and throughout your match? I mean, honestly, I like it. I mean, I need to switch off the default one to be real, but like, I like it. It's not bad. I can't complain about that. But okay, I'm done here. I don't know why. I felt the need to rant about this particularly. I don't know why. Really don't. But yeah. So again, please put in comments any thoughts you had. I want to see what the community thinks. Simple as that. And thank you for watching the video. If you did, I appreciate every one of you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.